Hey guys, JasonLeeno here. Today is week 3 of the peak. This is a week I've been looking forward to for a really long time. The reason why is because today is the day where I actually get to squat maximum weight for a full range of motion. That is something I haven't done for well, almost 16 weeks now, but even something I haven't been able to successfully do in a really, really long time, and that's because of, well, injury. But so far, as Brian Schwab said, this is a pretty safe style to train, and you will be able to safely make progression. And after today, you know, I don't want to say I'm not going to do it, but if I'm able to do it, there's no reason why I won't be able to squat 355 once again in a comfortable fashion. Well, as comfortable as it is to put 355 pounds on a 165-pound frame. But it's not going to be all fun and games today. Well, it probably will be, to be honest. But we are going to be using reverse bands. So it is taking some weight off the top. And it's going to be cool to do this because this is something I did a really long time ago. I have not done reverse bands in so long. Like, we're talking before social media, before I even consider powerlifting. This was just me going down the internet rabbit hole trying to figure out how to train and how to add 45s and 35s together. But it's something I'm definitely excited for because now that I understand it, the fact that if I'm able to successfully do it today, it will help me mentally, confidently, and it will also help prime my CNS so I won't have as much of a shock. And to be honest, it'll probably have a little bit more of injury prevention overall when it comes to stressing to the point of a max weight. But yeah, enough talking, guys. I'm going to ramble all night long about how excited I am. Let's just get to business.
Here's open.
Well, that was an interesting week to say the least. As you can see, I did change things up a little bit this week. I didn't show you my bench session. That's just because it was essentially exactly the same as my bench session prior. At this point in time, nothing's really changing. I'm just really trying to dial in my CNS to handle the weight. So it was just exactly the same thing. And I didn't really want to bore you because it's already pretty much the same stuff you guys see all the time. It's a training blog, so all you're really seeing is me training, and seeing the exact weight for multiple weeks on end isn't really something I would consider interesting this personally. Fortunately for the squat and deadlift, I 100% make up for it, especially after today's deadlift session, but we'll get to that. First and foremost, the squat session went fantastic. I was kind of weary about how the bands were going to work. But as you guys saw, they work perfectly. The mini band was perfect. The light band was perfect. I got the overload stimulus that I needed for the lift, and hopefully that will translate over. I do truly believe that I'm going to be able to hit the 355 squat that I desire to hit with no issues, to say the least. And now when it comes to the deadlift, there's really not much to say besides holy shit. That was spooky. I did not think I was going to even be able to make it through today's session. I came in and 275, moved pretty slowly for my warm-up, but at the end of the day, I told myself it doesn't matter about the speed, it just matters about getting it off the floor, and that's what I did. 330 went okay. The band work for 340 was a hell of a lot better. 350, as you guys saw, I had to dig really, really deep. So much so that I nearly pushed myself to the point of falling over with 355 pounds. And as you can see from my gym setup, there's really not much there to catch me besides lumber, which is not a good thing to land on. Don't really know what happened. It could just be the fact that I am at the end of the overloading phase of my peak, so I could just be fatigued. Also, I did go to my chiropractor just before training, well, like a couple hours before training, so maybe some of the adjustments just kind of threw off a little bit. Who knows? At the end of the day, I'm just happy I made it through all my sessions pretty much unscathed. As of right now, there's no pulls, no strains, no nothing. So I feel pretty good. Next week, it's going to be the deload phase. So my question for you guys is, do you want to see the deload phase? It's essentially same movements, just at a lot lighter weight. If not, I can maybe try to come up with something else for you guys to see, or I might just bypass next week's video and then just kind of conclude with the final test days. But I'll leave that option up to you guys. But thank you so much for sticking around. I know I've been very sporadic. What do you want me to tell you? Like you guys probably already know by now, I bought a house and my priority is making it more livable each and every day. So I try to squeak in whatever video time that I can, come up with to just share my training with you guys, because I know deep down some of you are still pretty interested. But yeah, guys, that's the video. So do me a favor, go down below, drop me some comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I would definitely want to hear what you guys want to see next, especially for next week. And then once you're done that, please hit the like, share, and subscribe to spread the love, because I know you want to, and I will see you next time.